Hello everyone, my name is Kimberly Lay. I am a board member on Rooted in Cheyenne. Before that though, I was just a homeowner that received a tree here, and this is my little leaf linden that I received in the fall of 2018. And I'm here to talk to you today about some alternative ways to water your trees, whether that be a rooted tree or one that you've planted yourself on your property. We have previously posted a video on how the gator bag can assist you in your watering, but for those of you who may not have a gator bag or the resources to get one, I'm here to share you today how I've been taking care of my tree for the last 3 years without one. So there's a couple different methods I want to go over with you today. Primarily the one that I use is just a hose method. So what I do is I typically like to do this in the morning or on my lunch break if I have the time, but I typically try to give it at least 45 minutes of my time so I can get a nice thorough deep watering on it, so that we are getting some good saturation in the soil and penetrating to the tree roots. So now I'm going to go turn on the water. So as you can see, I have started the hose on a very slow trickle. You don't want anything too much higher than this, just because you're not going to saturate as well as you want to. So when you get it going, I just bring my hose out to my tree, and I just go ahead and place the hose down into the tree to penetrate its roots. I don't think that it's typically necessary to move the hose around the tree as you water, but you can. You're more than welcome to. The other thing you might want to keep in mind is if your tree is planted on a slant, you'll want to water probably at that higher level of the slant so that the water can actually run down as it's saturating the soil in the roots. So this is something that, depending on the age of your tree and the temperature that is actually occurring, is going to determine how much you water. But typically, I think that this is a really effective way of watering, especially if you have some time on your hands and you're going to be at home. You can get it done, and you can be in your house doing other things or doing other lawn work, and still get your watering done and prolong the life of your tree and make it healthier and more well established. So an alternate way is, some people may not have access to a front spout to their house to where they can hook up a hose. So I have provided an alternate method. So an alternative way to water your tree, in case you don't have a means to hook up a hose where your tree is planted, is actually just a traditional camping cooler. So most camping coolers have spouts where you can drain the water from it, and what you can do is fill up your cooler, this one has, and just barely soak it, and let your 30 gallons, 20 gallons drip out that way. Some of them have an adjustable nozzle, so the lower you can have the water come down, the better. But this is just an effective alternative way to water your trees if you don't have a hose hookup.